Welcome to the Monday meditation with the School of Christian Mysticism. During this season of meditations, we are drawing on scriptures that were not included in the canonization of the Bible. And this morning, I'm going to draw from the Gospel of Mary and from the Wisdom of Solomon, otherwise known as the Book of Wisdom. Focusing on the balancing of divine and wisdom and the inner voice in us. Gospel of Mary was discovered for the first time in Cairo, where the German scholar Karl Reinhardt purchased a 5th century Sahidic Coptic papyrus codex, often known as the Berlin Codex or Papyrus Berlinensis 8502, and this discovery was made in 1896. Since then, some fragments have turned up in Greek language, the earliest of which is dated to the beginning of the 3rd century. So scholars, well, they don't agree, they never do, but the general consensus is that this was produced in the early 2nd century from an early Christian community. The Gospel of Mary is an unusually for its time non-patriarchal spiritual vision. And there's, of course, debate over who Mary is. There are scholars who will argue for Mary, the mother of Jesus. Others argue for a sister of Jesus called Mary, though she's not named in the Gospels as we know them. But more are convinced that it is Mary Magdalene, not least because Peter the Apostle opposes Mary in this Gospel in ways that turn up in the Gospel of Philip and others, Gospel of Thomas. So if we accept it as Mary Magdalene, then we receive in this Gospel a vision of Mary, the spiritual teacher, whose insight surpasses that of the other disciples. And the text challenges any assumption, like the assumptions of the institutional empire churches, that spiritual authority is inherently masculine. And instead it portrays wisdom, compassion, and inner knowledge embodied by a woman. It also emphasizes the soul's ascent toward harmony, which can be framed as a balancing of inner masculine and feminine energies. It frames salvation as an inner integration rather than in obedience to external structures. And then the Wisdom of Solomon, or the Book of Wisdom, a Greek text from Alexandria written in the late 1st century BC or in the early years of the 1st century AD, although it's included in Catholic and Orthodox canons, Wisdom of Solomon is non-canonical for many Protestant traditions and is often grouped with apocryphal literature. The text personifies wisdom, as Malcolm taught us a few weeks ago. Sophia, as a radiant feminine presence who emanates from God and participates in creation. Sophia is described as powerful, ordering, guiding, and nurturing, qualities that blend traditionally masculine and feminine attributes, if such a division could have any value whatsoever. It offers one of the clearest biblical era depictions of the divine feminine, while affirming God's unity. Sophia is neither subordinate nor separate. She is the breath, light, and creative force of God. So with these scriptures in mind, we come to our meditation this morning. The members of the community here, we have spent half an hour or so in morning prayer. But if you're joining us through other means, through the internet, then let's together take a moment to center, to settle, to enter that inner space in us. Infinite space, as we descend from the thinking to the presence, I say descending from mind to heart, but this is a metaphor, of course. We enter our inner space, where eternity meets us. So you might just settle into a comfortable position, let your body rest in a way that feels supported, and allow your breath to deepen gently, without force, without trying to take control. With each exhale, you might release a little more of your thoughts and concerns of the day so far, or about what the day may hold or demand of you. Just let it go as you breathe out. With each inhale, feel yourself arriving fully into this moment. And let your awareness soften. Let your breath become your anchor to this moment, to your naked awareness. If you find your mind occupying you, then just return to the breath. Noticing the breath. Breathing in the presence, letting go distraction. You might now bring your attention to the space around you. Notice the air on your skin, the weight of your body as you sit, the quiet rhythm of your breathing. Imagine the ground beneath you as steady, ancient, and welcoming. As you breathe, sense a subtle balance within you. It's deeper than your thoughts and your feelings, and it's always there. Balance between your strength and your softness, your clarity and your compassion. These are not opposites. They are partners. Let them both be present. Imagine now a gentle light forming above you. The presence of Sophia, the feminine expression of divine wisdom, described in the Wisdom of Solomon, a breath of the power of God, a reflection of eternal light, a breath of the power of God, a reflection of eternal light. Let this light descend slowly like warm dawn sunlight. Feel it touch the crown of your head, then flow down through your body. It is luminous, but not harsh. It is soft, but not weak. It carries intelligence, creativity, and compassion. As the light fills you, allow these qualities to awaken. Clarity, the ability to see what is true. Discernment, the ability to choose what is good. Gentleness, the ability to act with care. Strength, the ability to stand in your truth. Let Sophia's presence settle into your heart. Feel her as a companion, a guide, a reminder that the divine is not only transcendent but also intimately near, nurturing and wise. Rest in this light. 3 minutes, just let the light move within you. Sophia. clarity, discernment, gentleness, strength, wisdom in you. Light. Let's turn to the inner voice with the Gospel of Mary. You might imagine another but not separate presence rising from within you, not descending from above, but emerging from your own depths. The inner voice, celebrated in the Gospel of Mary, where Mary Magdalene teaches that true understanding comes from the heart's quiet knowing. Hear these words, spoken gently within you. Where the mind is, there is the treasure. Where the mind is, there is the treasure. Not the brain, the mind, the deeper mind. Where the mind is, there is the treasure. Let this inner voice be neither necessarily feminine or masculine, but your deepest self, connected to the divine. A voice that speaks in the language of intuition, insight, and courage. It might not use words. It might feel like a sensation, an image, a subtle knowing. And you can ask inwardly, what truth is ready to rise in me? What wisdom have I been carrying quietly? What part of me is ready to be seen? Don't strive for an answer, simply listen. Let the inner voice in you reveal itself in its own time. Rest in this. Go deeper into the stillness. Again, 3 or 4 minutes. And we find balance in the meeting of Sophia and the inner voice. Imagine the descending light of Sophia and the rising voice of inner knowing meeting in the center of your chest. See them as 2 streams of the same river, one flowing from the divine beyond you, one flowing from the divine within you, where they meet, a new harmony forms. You might see it as masculine and feminine qualities blending. And qualities that were attached over time to those ways of thinking. Wisdom and courage. Compassion and clarity. Receptivity and action. Stillness and strength. Wisdom and courage. Compassion and clarity. Receptivity and action. Stillness and strength. Feel this meeting point as a warm, expanding presence in your heart. Let it grow until it fills your entire body. Let it radiate outward, surrounding you in a field of balance, integrated divine presence. Stay here, resting in the wholeness that emerges when inner and outer wisdom meet. Two minutes. Bring your awareness gently back to your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Feel the steadiness of your body. And know that the light of Sophia remains with you, guiding, illuminating, nurturing. Know that the inner voice remains with you, steady, courageous, and true. Let Sophia and the inner voice continue to meet within you, shaping your choices, your relationships, your sense of purpose. Offer a quiet blessing within yourself. May I walk in wisdom and courage. May I honor both strength and gentleness. May I live from the balanced heart of the divine. May I walk in wisdom and courage. May I honor both strength and gentleness. May I live from the balanced heart of the divine. Stay in the blessing for another few minutes. The balanced heart of the divine. You might begin to let go of the meditation as you take in a deep breath and exhale. And open your eyes when you are ready. Offering thanks to Sophia and to Mary Magdalene.